Hi, guys. This is Miss Catrone from the Citizenship Academy, and I am back with another story. Except for this time, instead of reading a picture book, we're going to be diving into our first chapter book together. And I love this because it's able to tell us a little bit of a longer story, and you guys get a piece each day. So it's going to be so fun to read this with us together. Now, the title of this book is Junie B. Jones is Almost a Flower Girl. I love this character, Junie B. Has a lot of lessons to learn. She makes some mistakes along the way, but she gives us really good lessons to learn from her, and I really like that about her. Now, why do you think she's going to almost be a flower girl? Makes me think that something maybe goes wrong. Have any of you guys ever been a flower girl before in a wedding? I was in my grandfather's wedding when I was really little. All right. So I'm going to read this story. I'm going to read chapter 1 today, and then we'll come back with chapter 2 tomorrow. There are pictures along the way, so I'll show you as we go. Chapter 1, Ricardo. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I am a bachelorette. A bachelorette is when your boyfriend named Ricardo dumps you at recess. Only I wasn't actually expecting that terrible trouble. It happened today on the playground. First, I was playing horses with my friends Lucille and Grace. Then all of a sudden, my boyfriend named Ricardo runned right past me. And he was chasing a new girl named Thelma. Ricardo! I hollered real loud. Hey, Ricardo! Exactly what do you think you're doing, mister? Then I zoomed right after that guy. There's our picture. I see Ricardo. He's chasing that new girl, Thelma, and Junie B is angry. And I tackled him on the grass, and we wrestled and tangled and rolled all around. Finally, I sat on his legs, and I smoothed my hair, very attractive. Hello, Ricardo, I said. How are you today? I am fine, only I just saw you chasing new Thelma. And so please knock it off, and I mean it. Ricardo raised his eyebrows, very surprised. Why? How come? He asked. I sucked my cheeks in at that guy. Because, Ricardo, because I am your girlfriend and you are my boyfriend, and boyfriends and girlfriends are only allowed to chase each other. That's how come. Ricardo kept on looking at me. I shrugged my shoulders. Sorry, those are the rules, I explained. Ricardo's face turned very glum. But I like chasing new Thelma, he said, kind of whiny. It's fun. I patted his arm, very understanding. Yes, well, I don't make the rules, Rick. I just enforce them, I said. After that, I got off his legs and I sat in the grass next to him. Ricardo didn't talk for a long time. Then finally, he stood up and shook my hand real nice. Junie B, it's been fun being your boyfriend, he said, but I think it's time we start chasing other people. After that, he waved goodbye, and he ran off to chase new Thelma again. My eyes got big and wide at him. No, Ricardo! I shouted. No, come back! But Ricardo kept on running. I felt weakish and sickish inside. I slumped back down in the grass. Only too bad for me, because just then the bell rang for the end of recess, and all the children started running up to the building, but not me. I just kept sitting and sitting in the grass. My teacher called my name. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. Finally, Mrs. came to get me. Junie B, honey, she said, why are you not coming in? What's the trouble? I looked up real depressed. Ricardo, I said, real sad. Ricardo is the trouble. After that, tears came in my eyes, and my nose started to run very much. Mrs. closed her eyes. Oh no, not boy problems, she said. Not already. After that, she gave me a tissue and stood me on my feet. Whew. And she walked with me to room 9. It's the end of chapter 1, and I'm so sad that Junie B is having that boy trouble already. But in my opinion, first graders are way too young to have boyfriends and girlfriends. But we've met a couple characters so far, so we can talk about them. We have Junie B. She's very bossy. She's running around telling Ricardo what he's allowed to do. We have her friends, Grace and Lucille. We have Mrs., who's their teacher. She doesn't remember Mrs. other name. And then we have Ricardo and New Thelma. So we'll have to see what happens with all of our characters tomorrow, but thank you for reading and listening to chapter 1 with me, and I cannot wait to read more to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.